This is the kind of video I always want to make, but never do, because it kind of takes away the pleasure and the enjoyment out of eating. And like sometimes I like to listen to a podcast. I am cooking a Thanksgiving dinner, an American Thanksgiving dinner in Canada. I'm not American. I never have been American. I wish I was, because I would not live here. I would live in, right now I'd live in Hawaii, or I'd live in New York. I'd do whatever it took, but I'm not allowed to live in those places. But I live in Canada, unfortunately. Now, what's going on here, which I think I have to turn it off, because I cooked it way too much. I'm making in Canada, let's get back to Canada again. We have this thing called a subsidized people who can't work or something. We call welfare. Now, I do use the term derogatory. I have my whole entire life. I don't even know if we still say somebody's on welfare, which is just government paying people who, I don't know, probably hopefully most of the time have like a disability or an injury that prevents them from working. I don't work for other reasons. We won't get into that today. But in the past, since COVID, since I've dove into the world of canned goods, and I am still careful. Like, I've always bought the best, nutritious, at the most expensive health food stores and stuff. That's where I bought my food up until I had zero income coming in. And I sell toys now, so I don't have zero income, but I have to be very careful, and I owe a lot of money, and I didn't sell the toys when I should have. And debt stacks up, and then you have to pay interest on debt and stuff. So I'm being very careful, trying to catch up. So the ingredients on these are good. There's no preservatives or additives. Salt is in there. Salt is something that I normally wouldn't eat. Not a refined salt. I would eat like a natural sea salt or a Himalayan sea salt. And also always choose organic. I say that all the time. If you can, do it, because it is better food. The practices, everything is better if it's organic. It's not a scam. More nutrition, more everything. You can taste the difference too. Mushrooms. I wanted to have mushrooms. I guess I could have bought a crate of mushrooms. Okay, another dilemma that that has turned me into canned good boy is that I don't have a refrigerator. I mean, I do have a refrigerator. I just don't want to use it. I just want to lock myself in my room and not deal with anything else. So that's what happens. So I did a tour of my bathroom, kitchen before dinner is ready. This video can't be too long. This is going to be the first time I don't burn my mouth on food, though, because it takes me so long to talk. I didn't want this video to be erratic either. It's part of that. Part of the ADHD thing. I don't want to forget to say anything, but I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm going to calm down now, and I am going to focus on just the task at hand. In these upcoming videos that we're going to make, I am going to choose to do one topic, and we're also going to have the advent calendar, which I still haven't put up on the clothesline. So that's tomorrow. Something else I'm really excited, I don't think you even want to know this. I'm really excited to go through my hangers and choose the best ones, because I have way too many. Like, ideally, I would keep all of them for my future home, so my guest bedrooms and stuff could have them, but who are we kidding? I don't think it's ever going to happen. Gratitude is going to be a big part of the advent calendar, even though I'm not into hojo mojo gratitude, but I am very grateful naturally anyway. Okay, let's get to dinner. Anyway, so I don't know why I'm celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving. Okay, and here's the worst part. This is a huge meal, which I don't have a problem. This is normally the size of the meal I eat. Like 2 cans. Oh, and another thing, I have a vegan diet, but I like to remind myself, and that's what this Thanksgiving is, that I'm not vegan, that I'm not opposed to eating animals. I think it's hypocritical. However, I don't eat meat, but I would, and I am today. So I'm reminding myself that I do. And also, there's no nitrates or anything in this. It's just turkey, and it's mechanically separated turkey. That's probably gross. But I'm thinking that it's the parts of it's not turkey breast. It's like the dark meat and the organs and that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. And then we have a can of corn. It's unsweetened. It's just corn in water. So I love that. So much easier to have this stuff than not put it in a refrigerator. My potatoes last longer. I also wanted to talk about how my potatoes. I couldn't load the flyer on my phone yesterday, and potatoes went on a super sale, and I bought a bag of potatoes that were a good deal. They weren't in the best shape. I also like to keep my peels on my food. Okay, let's see what this hobo, probably another inappropriate word that you're not allowed to use anymore, Thanksgiving dinner looks like. So this is what the canned goods stuff looks like. Now, I thought that I was going to have potatoes. So the main thing is like 3 pounds of potatoes I eat a day. Usually is my food of choice, 3 pounds, and then I'll have it with something like baba ganoush or hummus. I don't know why I'm having a hard time thinking of that. That's what I have every single day. Okay, so there's that giant plate of the canned fixings, and then we have this. And then we have all of the vegetables. So this time I got carrots. So we have 2 like real carrots, and potatoes are usually really inexpensive. Do I have a tray? Where's my plate? No, here it is. So we get our camping plates, my plate of choice. I have just put away all of the other ones, considering I only use one, and the other ones were getting in the way. Even this dish kept getting in the way because I use it so infrequently, just for special occasions like American Thanksgiving. But here's something that I've always done since the beginning of time. Just rustic baked vegetables, no oil, no seasoning, just the delicious vegetable. I don't like to peel my vegetables, and I don't. Unless they're like really sad looking potatoes. Now these potatoes were pretty sad looking, but they have actually turned out to be not as bad as I thought they were. But potatoes are on super sale this week, and I don't know why I didn't wait. I wanted to get it over with. I didn't want to go back to the grocery store. Did I tell you? Okay, so while I was at the grocery store, there were chocolate covered peanuts on sale, like a pound of them it was still too much money. And I treated myself to it. So look at me on my bathroom floor taking baked vegetables. Dry baked vegetables. See, I'm going to dip these into normally I would dip them into the baba ganoush or the hummus, but I'm going to dip them into the turkey and the corn and the mushrooms, and I'm going to eat them together. That's going to be the juicy flavoring. Oh, done. One of the herbs that I do have here that I do use. I totally forgot to put I always sprinkle the rosemary and the garlic and the onion flakes on the veg. Oh, I forgot. It's okay. I don't even need to do that. But it's those flavors that make it seem so much more Thanksgiving. See, I was doing too many things. I can't multitask. So that's why it's so hard. Oh. These are already cold. Everything's cold. Okay, so basically we have 3 pounds of potatoes and carrots. And then we have, oh look, it is a mukbang. And then we have our corn and our canned mechanically separated turkey whatever that means, and we have mushrooms. So they can't all be fresh, they can't all be in this situation, but I do have a pretty glamorous Thanksgiving dinner, and I think I will put on an episode, a David E. Kelly show, which is something that I like to do every Christmas in November and December. I usually watch Ally McBeal, but this year I've decided to watch Boston Public. It is like a show about the lives of school teachers, and because it's David E. Kelly, it has a lot of legal ramifications and social situations, like it deals with racism and political correctness, and it was made in the, I don't know when it was made, I think the 90s or early 2000s, and it's still highly controversial and relevant today, these topics. I noticed that in recent years because we are so politically correct. Okay, so what's happening now is I'm putting down, I have a drop cloth bed sheet, but I put down these less valuable drop cloths from the dollar store, just in case, because we always eat on the bed. We got the fire going. The fire's going to have to go away, because that's where we'll be watching the show. But I will okay, and I'll also take out my tray. The tray's not to my standard. It is metal and white, so maybe it's to my standard. No, it's not. It's not like an old-fashioned like enamel tray like that is, which I would prefer to use and spark the joy while I'm eating. It's kind of cool, kind of interesting that dinner's going to be a little cold. Okay, that's not going to make as much mess as I spill it. So I'm going to spread that out. I've got the one fork I use, so how dare anyone say that I'm not a minimalist. I think I've got one other fork that's in the drawer, but I got my one fork that I use, so I'm going to stick that down there. Believe it or not, it is a lot of food. I would say that normally when people were putting this stuff on the table for Thanksgiving dinner, the corn and the mushrooms would be divided up against the whole family of 10, I would think, sometimes. But I'm gonna eat all of that. And here's my latest favorite boxes from the grocery store. So I just go to, you know how there are end caps, or sometimes there's sections of the store where they just have big piled sale stuff. That's normally where I get my cardboard boxes. These vinegar boxes are awesome. I do notice that, well, these are from No Frills or any President's Choice, Loblaws, or this is the no-name brand, the brand that you've been seeing, generic, the cheapest brand that you can get. Even my carrots, we're going to be able to have some carrots next week. Yes, I am all over the place again. I guess it's how we make videos, but I'm gonna work on it. These boxes are so thick and solid. They're going to be so good for, I don't know, moving stuff out of here. I use them for sorting things, the things that I have to organize. And okay, so I haven't been able to, in the same way that I've been eating sugar and telling myself, okay, today's the last day. Okay, you found that pie. It was discounted. It was such a good deal. You have to get it because it's such a good deal. And I say, okay, today's the last day. I'm not going to do it anymore. And my last thumbnail, I'm sure people think I look great, but I mean, maybe I have an eating disorder. Well, obviously I have an eating disorder. You saw my dinner. And also I couldn't stop. Oh, I guess this is related. I couldn't stop eating the chocolate peanuts. I had to. Oh, and I have the fan on. Oh, no. That can't be good for the sound quality. I discovered that I can pause on my recording. So we'll have to take advantage of that. So I can kind of do some editing in my videos. That'll be really great. Okay, back to I forget what triggered the thing that triggered the thing, but I am back on back to the part of the story about the chocolate almonds. So the chocolate almonds were sugar. Really, there's something wrong with it. Like I totally understand people's. I understand what it's like to be an overweight person, which is probably why I'm so critical of it, because I'm a glutton and I can't stop myself. And once you taste sugar, you have to stop it. You have to get off, and it has to be a few days, and you have to hide yourself from it. Because I know, and I even know that the pineapple and oatmeal, which is like I know that I don't even like when I'm eating the stuff. It doesn't even taste as good as the healthy treats, the healthy desserts that I make myself. My pineapple and oatmeal. I think that tastes, when I'm eating like the pie or the tarts, I'm saying this crust is gross. I don't even like the taste of it. Why am I doing this? Why did I buy it in the store? But when you're in the store and you see it and you want it, I don't know if I can say that about the chocolate covered peanuts though. They were really good. I couldn't really taste the peanuts though, which could be a positive and a negative, because it was just like I was eating big chunks of chocolate, a whole pound of it. So my appetite isn't even that strong. I did forget that I bought apples. Apples were, that's why I went to the store today. See, I didn't even have to go, because I went yesterday. I bought the potatoes. I say, because you had muffins that were on sale the day before, or yesterday, or it was yesterday, but I bought muffins yesterday because and they came in a variety pack, and I'm such a sucker for a variety pack when there's like different, like a box of chocolates that has all different flavors, and I can't. Okay, where was I? It was like just like the chocolates. Well, maybe I'll finish that story and then I'll remember. I don't know how I started getting on that. I don't even know how long this video is. It's definitely going to be too short. Now I'm rushing. See, not only am I trying to remember everything that I wanted to tell you for this video, but I'm also rushing because I don't want to eat a cold dinner. I actually don't even mind if it's a cold dinner. It's going to be fun. It's going to have all of the Thanksgiving flavors, except it's not going to have the Thanksgiving flavors because I forgot to put the rosemary and the garlic and the onion on it. I like roasting garlic and onion whole too, and mushrooms. That could be really good. Like if I had a normal oven and a place to store all this stuff, but I have to be very choosy about what I'm choosing for the meal. Okay. I'm not going to go back to the store. I will go back. I'll eat all of those potatoes, and I'll go back to the store at the end of the potato sale. Hopefully they still have some $1.77 10-pound bags of potatoes left, and I'll buy 2 or 3 of them. Potato things, now that the weather is colder, produce does last longer in my bathroom, so I could buy 3 bags of potatoes and really stock up. Hide myself away from the sugar, so like if I'm off the sugar addiction, then I can actually go into the store and bypass stuff. And actually a few days ago I was doing it. I was back. I was like, I think I started to remember. Oh, anyway, I was off the sugar, and then I got on it again, and it was like I had to buy when you go into the store, you just can't stop myself from. Hopefully, I don't find a sale, but if I find a good deal, a lot has to do with a good deal. Now, if I was, a wealthy person, I would be able to buy I wouldn't buy anything that was bad or refined. I'd go to like Whole Foods and buy those weird desserts that nobody wants because those things actually appeal to me, and I would rather buy them. But it's like $14 for a slice of cake, that would be my treat. Or why isn't my treat? Why do I want to do? I don't even think I want it. It's about the value. It's about the quantity of food that I can get for the cheap, low price. That has a lot to do with it. I mean, maybe again, let's go back to the chocolate. It might not actually be the chocolate. You should be You should be watching this. We should probably at least taste the turkey. Is it cold? No. It's still a bit warm. This is the corn. Corn is so sweet. Such a nice additive. Do you like to mix savory with sweet? And then we have mushrooms from a can that were heated up. And mushrooms are such a great substitute for meat. I didn't really need it, but like I said, I think I'm trying to remind myself that I try to, because I'm such a hippie, that I try to remind myself that, or force myself not to care about the world. Because I care too much. And there's this thing about being a naturalist. I love so much of the native philosophy, like Native Americans, because it's, first of all, they're like the newest, untouched, pure people of the earth, of the earth. That is correct. Or one of the groups, they're more isolated groups, where they lived off of the land. They used every single part of something. Like, it's all natural, and that's really important to me. I'd rather have leather items than have plastic items. I don't want a plastic winter coat. I would rather have a fur. So for me to be vegan, and then I think vegan is so hypocritical only because, like, I do understand that. I'm not saying that it doesn't save the earth to be vegan right now in our society. I think that meat shouldn't be farmed. I don't want to eat mechanically separated. I want to eat ethical, and that's what I don't eat meat ever. So 95% of the time, I'm totally 100% vegan. I don't even eat cheese and animal byproducts. I don't eat eggs or fish or anything like that. I just eat potatoes and eggplant or chickpeas. So how's that for hippy dippy trippity? But if we're walking around and we have there's so many smaller microorganisms, not even microorganisms, there are little organisms living on your salad and your vegetables and your stuff that you're eating. Where do we draw the line of what is an animal and what isn't an animal? And I could never be so bold as to make that distinction. Oh, this animal, when you're walking around and you're stepping on stuff, you're killing like organisms that you don't even know you're killing. I would never, I don't know why people think that they can. I can't make that distinction. I don't think anything's more valuable than anything else. I don't think any living creature. I especially don't think humans are valuable. If I was going to say the least valuable living creature on this planet, there's even a fine line between plants and animals sometimes. There's organisms in the ocean that eat sulfur, and they're kind of living, and mushrooms are kind of in between. They're a fungus. They're in between plants and animals. And we humans are the ones that came up with these classifications, like plants and animals, and we try to put them into categories, and there's always these gray lines in between, like that's a cat and that's a dog. Like a fox is in between a cat and a dog, and we try to categorize them, but it's not so black and white. There are all these gradients in between. These are just like, even a plant, we say that this is a fruit, and this is a vegetable, and this is a seed, and this is a grass. There are things that are all in between because things don't fit into perfect classifications. We want them to make them as humans. So, no, I'm not going to be so bold. And animals are eating animals. Why are we so more moral and ethical, and to be more moral and to be more ethical than any other animal. I wish I could speak more eloquently, but I can't. I can calm down though. And that's the thing about making YouTube videos, is that the more you get into it, the more you calm down. When you start out, you're a little nervous. That's why editing a video is so much better. And then I start out this video being all manic. And then right now, I could just like calm down and eat my dinner, which I'm going to do. This is going to be a short video. It's probably going to come out tomorrow, the day after Thanksgiving. Maybe I could call this the day. I can't call it the day after Thanksgiving because this is Thanksgiving. We've got my lights on. We've got the fire burning. It looks like we're in a log cabin. There's just some plastic bins of plastic toys. The dichotomy of this. There's Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain in the middle of this wooden cotton jungle. It's the best of both worlds. Two new robots. Well, one's new. Two new robots that I think are the most adorable toys I've ever had in my life. What is wrong with me? All right, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to turn out the lights. I'm going to put on one of my favorite shows. I'm going to finally try to get to bed early. Yesterday I was like, oh right, this is so great. It's 7 o'clock. I got things running so smoothly now. I'm gonna be able to go to bed. I go to bed and I look at the clock and it's 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. By the time I did my rundown, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, took me 7 hours. I don't know what happened. Things come up. Got some packages that went on eBay. I did those quickly. Had to get those bundled up. I had to sort some stuff. I had to, I don't know. I didn't even be able to do. I didn't shave. I didn't have my nighttime routine. I would like to shave I don't have enough time to fit that in. Something's wrong with my time management. We will work on that. I already see how I already said goodbye and I didn't say goodbye, but we're going to hang the advent calendar. That's number one. I'm really excited about getting in there. We're going to have a very productive Christmas. So, I started to tell this. The pool is done. The leaf vacuum has come and gone. It hasn't snowed yet. We'll talk about fashion and snow and living in Canada. And I don't think I live in the most southern part of Canada, so I think that maybe we won't even get any snow. It's like it's warmer here than some of you Americans, because you guys are higher in the lines of longitude than I am. All right, the pool people came and blew out the I don't know, the underground tunnels of water pipes. Oh, they're called pipes. The pipes are blown out. Antifreeze is put in them. The cover's on. Everything's done. I still want to pick up. There's still lots of leaves falling from the trees, unfortunately. So I still want to fix up that and make it so much easier for when spring comes next year, because I don't want to deal with that then. I might not have to. I don't think I'm supposed. I mean, it would be nice of me to do it. So, I'm getting everything prepared for. I make it easier. The more I do now, the easier it will be in the spring. And there's so much less bugs and mosquitoes and stuff now than there is, and then rashes and stuff that I get from the yard work, like trees. I get all these like horrible rashes around my torso and stuff from the bushes and stuff in the spring. So getting as much done in the fall is A1. And even if I'm not the person doing it next year, at least that is a nice thing to do. Also, it gets me outside, even though I should be selling toys. And we need to talk about the guilt that I have for not selling toys 24/7 and making videos instead of selling toys, which sometimes I don't know what is better. I have to make the videos. I have to sell the toys. I have to do so many things. I have to get rid of all of my stuff. Oh yeah, back to the gratitude of the Advent calendar though. During Christmas, it's not like I'm just be making videos. A lot of the videos are gonna be about getting rid of stuff. They're gonna be like you'll love you'll love them because it's not just cleaning and sorting. It's about talking about stuff that's really cool. Like we're going down memory lanes. You'll learn more about me. You'll see really cool things that I have that I'm just gonna throw out. Because everything I have is dispensable because it didn't cost me anything because I never had anything. But sometimes I have some really great things. Oh yeah, I thought about this. The clock is going. The clock that the Playboy bunny gave me. I've never used it. It's the clock that I've always wanted. It's the clock that I would buy again if I had a place to put a clock. But I can't keep a clock in a backpack with my Speedo because that's all I'm gonna have. That's all I need. That and a bag of apples, which we got today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So many videos coming. Vlogmas is here. We're here. It's back. Let's go have some dinner. I love you. Until then.